Welcome to NWA USA Episode 1. I know this is late. I'm sorry, guys. I have not been myself lately, which has messed up my stomach. I I'm not going to explain too much, but when I get stressed out or get a little depressed, I get anxious, I get depressed, and then my stomach tends to act up. So, with my stomach acting up, I don't want to do anything. So, when I feel all right and I feel better, I get stuff done. So, I hope you understand it. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm feeling a bit better now, but depression kind of gets you after a while. Particularly, it's really cold out, and people are not too interested in being around you. So, just saying. But what does NWA USA give me? Well, let me give you like this. What does it give you or give me? This is an extension of power. That's what this is. But it's free on YouTube, at least for the moment. So was this a good show? It was alright. We had Nick Aldis coming out. We had a little bit of 2 matches only. Just 2. That's for the Junior Heavyweight Championship Tournament. So we got 2 matches for that. We found out that Tim Storm is now the managing director. The managing director is Tim Storm. That's a nice thing to see. He went from being a wrestler, sometimes on and off, to commentator. Now on this show, Billy Corgan has decided to make him a managing director, which gives him another thing to do. This is something a lot of wrestlers at certain points in their life have to come to terms with. Do you still work in the business and do something in the back or become a personality? Or will some people just say, well, you can't go in the ring no more? Leave it. In his case, he can still go. So he's now have some extra stuff set up ahead of time to give him something to do. He's now a commentator, and now he's also a director. A commentator on Power and a managing director on USA, which is fine. I actually like that. He has 2 different facets. Next is still wrestling. Now, the opening, we get George South, which is Kobe Carino's dad. And he finds out that Kobe has a match. Good. He's happy, but Kobe doesn't want nothing to do with him. He won't talk to him. So he goes and talks with the guy who Kobe will be wrestling because this is a match he's going to be doing next. And while this happens, guess what? The Fixers come out and kick his ass a little bit. Shove him around. So we get the match between Kobe and C.W. Anderson, who supposedly Kobe knows since he was a kid. Now, this is an interesting situation because this is Kobe's, in a sense, relative. Even though he's not legitimately related to him, he grew up knowing him like an uncle. So you know Kobe was protected here, which he was, and in the end he won by cheating. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, almost forgot that Tim Storm now has suspended the Fixers. I don't know if they've been permanently suspended from not only USA, but from Power. I believe they've been suspended from USA. I don't think they've been suspended from Power, so we should still see them there. Now, we had, not much else on this show other than Natalia Markova. There you go. Natalia Markova showing herself. And I think I'm not putting any images in here, but if you did see if you did see USA, you saw her posing for a cameraman, a photographer. Photographer. I'm botching here. I'm thinking about the Gump Report, guys. That's the reason I'm botching. Yes, I'm going to have a Gump Report filmed after this, and it will be about the partnership between you. You'll just see the title of it, and you'll understand why I'm very agitated and I'm botching here. But when you see Natalia Markovich, and she dealing with the photographer, she's saying, what are you doing? You're not doing this correctly. I used to be a model, and I used to get filmed by everybody and know what the right camera angles are. Look, I know I'm a beautiful woman, but you know, just because you're filming doesn't mean you stand a chance. But why would I even think about that? I'm walking away. The woman's gorgeous. Let's make this clear. She's a gorgeous one. And she just proved to me a little bit, because as much as I love seeing what she looks like, look, I go by substance. Doesn't mean I don't love a very beautiful figure, but I go by substance of how the person is. And in this situation, this one moment shows me that she does have some level to talk. And she does go by a certain character. She's a bombshell that knows she's a bombshell and is not going to let nobody get what they want over her. Now, mind you, she was a bit botchy there, a little choppy. Now, I don't know if she's ever been in front of a camera or not. So this could be the first time she's been in front of a camera and is actually acting. I can't say she's done this every single time, and I can't say she has not. So this is just the first time that I've seen her. She seems to be alright, but it was a little choppy as she was talking. But she did get her point across, so I will give her that. But I still need more time to know what she's like. And I know one of my subscribers said, look, I've seen her. She's incredible. You don't need to worry about it. Of course I'm going to worry about it. Going about what you say does not mean I have to just take it for face value. As a reviewer, I must evaluate this person no matter if I hate them, like them, or want to screw their brains out and say, I love you. And hopefully they'll want to enjoy it and say, I love you back and spend the rest of their life with me. I have to evaluate them for who they are, what they show on screen, and what they do in the ring. So there you go. Final. This will be about, interesting, we don't get this often. We get Hawk versus Hawk. PJ Hawk versus Luke Hawk. And this is about the second match of the Junior Heavyweight Championship tournament. So I'll give it like this in the opening when you hear Luke talk to his son and say, look, I know you, I love you, I trained you, I'm proud of you, but this is a situation where you must do what you gotta do. I want you to do your damn best against me. As much as I love you and as awkward as this feel, you need this. I need this. So they went into the ring. And you could see that PJ was not joking around. He was going to do whatever it took to win that damn match. He kept grabbing his dad. The match quality was good. He kept trying to grab his dad to end the match as quickly as possible, even trying to trick him or let his dad, thinking that his son will try and do something underhanded a little bit to get the advantage, which he did. He kept trying to pin him when he wasn't looking. So we get that. In the end, it was a good match, but Luke won, and mostly due to the fact of his experience over his son. He may have trained his son. Does not mean his son is better than him, because yes, his son is a two-time amateur champion, but his dad is a pro wrestler of at least 2 decades, or near 2 decades of experience. So I think he went up for, I think he's nearly 20 years of experience. I think, I could be wrong. But he has near 20 years of experience. So he's going to outperform his son by his knowledge of how to work the ring. Now, how do I feel about the show? It was alright. It still needs time, I think, to expand on how you feel. Look, I don't know if it's better to have Austin Idol commentary along with Velvet Sky. I would have liked to see Medusa do NWA USA instead of Velvet Sky, or a Austin Idol. Why couldn't Medusa do it? I think that would have been more interesting. Hell, you could have Billy Corgan on commentator for the first show, and then you move on to someone else. I'm hoping they'll bring Medusa or whoever else they think would really be good. Like Jazz can do commentating, if she would ever come back to NWA. She's still over, I think, Impact, I don't know. But it's just me, and I hope you enjoy this. Have a good day, have a good night, and watch for my Gump Report. I think I'll upload it tomorrow. I just saying. Oh, I will still keep the schedule right now of Power for Friday. I find it a little more easier to do it, because if I can't get to see it in the morning, I have to try and squeeze it in the afternoon if I got something to do, and it gets me a little anxious, and right now I'm a bit anxious. So I don't want to push myself, so I hope you don't mind that Power will be late by like 3 days. Peace.